you double Kyle Monroe, and you, in the process of doing that, you leave Brian Heath open, and he made him pay with a big 3-point bucket.
Well, it's essentially what you want to do. You don't want to leave Monroe open at all. But if you find somebody else and someone else hits that shot, you have to learn to live with that, and that's kind of what happened here. I think it was more the offense and not being able to score down the stretch that it was. Is you didn't have anything flowing. If you didn't get anything from Key, there was nobody else who was knocking down shots, and what do you do in those cases?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, as we said, the Warriors had a first-half lead. Let's take a look at the highlights, and we'll start in the first half. Well, we called number 30, didn't we?
Both teams got off to a good start. And yeah, that's a good place to start is Monroe. Again, a game-high 34 points, 9 of 17 from the field, 16 of those from the free throw line, 16 to 17, and he got going from everywhere. I mean, just dribble drive, get a foot in the paint, just put that puppy up on the glass. And those first couple got to go for him, and he got into a little bit of a rut, and Chuck Key got going right around the same time. Key finished with 25 points, tying his career high. He added 6 rebounds and 4 assists. But he was the catalyst. He was the offensive go-to guy, and there really wasn't a second good option to go along with Key as he's making the three-point play there.
And you heard Coach Greer mention they did everything they could to take Key away, and unfortunately for the Warriors, nobody could step up in his absence.
Yeah, that was Spencer. He had 12 points and a career-high 13 rebounds. And then you got the 3 there from Booth. He got to 1,000 points, and then he hit that second 3 in the first half, but he never really got the engine going either. And that's where Wayne State's struggle is offensively. They just couldn't find anybody else to offset what Monroe was able to do. You see the passing ability from Monroe all the way across the court. He gets that to Luka. Luka finished with 13 points. 5 of 5 from the field, 3 of them are three-pointers. And Key got going again in the second half. Even though they started to double him a little bit more, he found different answers for it. And then Latin Davis there with that little floater. Wayne State stayed close. They had the 4-point lead at halftime, but they just never got over the hump in that second half.
Well, Monroe went cold for a spell, and then he couldn't miss again.
Yeah, it was just white hot. There's the one in the corner that was really the catalyst for their comeback, and Michigan Tech got hot and stayed hot.
Well, there are your numbers, and of course the free throw discrepancy because the Warriors started to foul quite a bit. But you know what? Props. Coach Greer said it. This is a team that struggled a little bit this year, this Husky team, but they came in here and they really did gut out this victory here today.
Right. It was a 4-point deficit at halftime, and then they didn't go away when things got tough. They just kept scratching at their offense, and when Monroe got back on, they just all jumped on his back, and he was able to carry him. And even when he wasn't scoring, he was able to make the right passes and make the right reads on the right plays to get them an important W tonight.
Well, always a pleasure to work with you, buddy.
Always. Let's do it again Saturday.
Did you hear that? No, listen, thank you, most importantly to you for watching us, to the great CN 900 crew, Mike Bratta, of course, our statistician, Joe Abramson, our sideline reporter. For my partner, Rod Beard, I'm Sean Belegian saying good night from Midtown Detroit, where Michigan Tech came in and knocked off your Warriors by a score of 76-66. We'll talk again Saturday right here from Midtown Detroit. In the meantime, good night from the campus of Wayne State University.